We are so grateful to our community. We want to say a big thank you from Shepherds of Good Hope to everyone who has supported us during this difficult time since the pandemic arrived in our city in March. People have stepped up and volunteered for us, given their time, donated food, provided cash donations for us to purchase much needed personal protective equipment to support our staff, our volunteers, our residents, and people in our community to mitigate the risk of the spread of the virus in our community.
So COVID-19 hit our city. There was lockdowns, businesses closed. Our service had to change at Shepherds. So we were facing a shortage in our labor. We were facing a shortage in some of our food. And so local restaurants, local hotels, local businesses, they really stepped up and they donated surplus. They donated prepared food, ingredients, and that really helped us meet our clients' needs.
Well, we've known Shepherds of Good Hope for a long time, and we basically have a very similar mission. We cook for people who can't cook for themselves. Shepherds of Good Hope serves mainly the homeless community, and Food for Thought serves mainly people that are households, but that can't cook for one reason or another. So we've got very similar missions, and it makes sense for us to cooperate and help each other.
Our donors are our greatest asset. We enjoy speaking to them every day, and they've had lots of questions about what COVID means to us. And of course, it's increased costs, increased expenses, and the community has come together to really rally behind not just the Shepherds of Good Hope, but our sector as a whole. And that's very inspiring to me. It's very inspiring to our board, very inspiring to the team.
Back in April, when we looked at, as a whole company, we looked at basically social responsibility and community, giving back to the community, and we thought that COVID was a special time that required special action. So in many of our geographies, we actually identified what we believe to be causes that made sense, that helped people who were especially affected by COVID. And in Ottawa, we felt that the Shepherds, given their long history and the good work that they do with communities who are especially vulnerable to COVID, we thought that was the right place for us to make that investment.
Right off the bat, we knew we were going to need gloves, masks, hand sanitizer, and cleaning products. And so we worked with our suppliers right off the bat to try and get all that stuff into the organization. Every day we're going through about 300 masks, we use about 250 pairs of nitrile gloves, and we go through about 5 to 7 liters of hand sanitizer.
Well, we were very lucky that hand sanitizer is 80% alcohol. And we had a bunch of our vodka product, our vodka that we make normally, in a tank ready for bottling for the LCBO. And so when, in March, when we decided to shift to sanitizer, we converted that all that vodka into hand sanitizer, and we're able to supply our community. Like in March, things were looking pretty grim, and we really didn't have time to think about it. We were just so busy, and so the whole team had a purpose. And that, I think, was the most important thing for us, is that we knew we were making a difference, and it got us through a pretty dark time.
When COVID first started, we went from a volunteer staff of 20 to 1 per shift, which was really hard on our staff. So it was really great to see that actually one of the first times in our Shepherds history, we actually had such a great increase of our younger volunteers under the age of 29. That went from 20% to 40%. So not only did our volunteers work the front lines, but they also advocated for us, they fundraised for us, and they were a really big help when we needed it the most.
I love that I'm able to help people who are in need, and I love that it gives me some kind of sense of hope for them and sense of happiness for myself as well. And I feel like I'm giving something back to the community, and I'm also surrounded by so many amazing people here, and I feel that it's just such a good sense of community, and I'm able to give back.
Thank you to everyone who has supported us throughout these difficult times at Shepherds of Good Hope. We have gotten through the COVID pandemic because of you. We have gotten through it because you've been able to support us. We can't fit you all into a video, but we're so grateful for everything that you've done for us. We're now going into the winter. It's going to be a cold one, and we're going to continue providing supports to people who need us the most. We still need you to help us do that. Thank you, and we appreciate you.